welcome to the Cryptonaut podcast. My name is Mark Stores, and as always, I'm hanging out with my buddy, Mr. Robert Thomas Morphy the second.
It is super swell to see you, buddy.
In the den of we're sort of sick, but not sick.
Half plague?
Yeah,
the Pumpernickel Sanatorium, as we called it earlier.
Yes. You. I actually talked to you yesterday. You sound like absolute fucking garbage.
Yes,
you sound way better today.
Well, I got on mad steroids.
You're getting all roided out.
Rage on top of all the other antics I've been performing lately. Now I'm fucking prednisone. Oh,
dude,
brother.
Oh, Jesus.
So, no, I actually really worked wonders because it had been terrible. Like one of those where the cough at night, because I got some kind of fucking chest thing going on, feels like flaming needles shredding through your lungs.
Yeah.
Well, last night I couldn't sleep a wink, so I ended up just watching like 57 1970s Bigfoot documentaries on YouTube. And wrote a lot too at the same time,
Nice.
but at least I wasn't in agony, so I feel a shit ton better.
There you go, perfect. Yeah, no, and I have that awesome seasonal. Like I could be getting a cold because I have post nasal drip, or it just could be the weather. Who knows? But there it is, the old man corner of sickness and whatnot. I hope y'all enjoyed that.
Oh yeah, always fun.
Yeah,
always fun. Oh, middle-aged men aren't well. Oh, shocking development.
Shocker.
Who saw that coming?
Who would have thought?
Oh my Lord.
Yes.
Get medication, friends. Live longer. You're not young anymore. You can't walk through it.
I tell you what's nice though is my wife being a nurse, she loads me up with vitamins.
Oh, bless her heart.
Like just to the fucking, I am tits deep in vitamins.
It must be nice to live with a healthcare professional.
It's
and
great.
Nick is fucking phenoms at her job. So.
And she gets me the gummy ones. They're kind of like, oh, it's some candy, but it's good for me.
Oh my God, what are you for?
I mean,
come on, it's Fred Flintstone and his friend Bonnie.
I'll just take the normal pills. I got no problem. But
that was the worst impression of Nick I've ever done. Was it like a fucking villain?
No, it's got like, Marky, do you want your vitamins, Marky?
Oh God, I wish it. It's like,
oh, Marky.
That's like Fran Drescher's mother-in-law. It's something beyond parody. You do.
What Nicole sounds like.
And she really sounds nothing like it.
God bless her heart.
No, I mean I've known her forever. I honestly know she doesn't sound like this.
Oh God! All right, before we get started with the episode, real quick, just got to clear a couple things up here. Nothing too major, but we were alerted by a user that there was an ad that we had running that was had a little political bias to it, and we don't obviously mess with anything. We don't play anything politics whatsoever. And my watch is listening to us. So the way that our ads worked, and we explained this before, but just so that everybody knows, they're called auto ads. So they could be specific to your area or your interests. But we are our advertising agency. We had we asked them to place us in a safe category. So
ultra vanilla bland,
super vanilla, so that there's no I think one of the categories was like gun show. I'm like, nope, we don't want that, and we don't do gun shows or like religion or whatever, and obviously no politics. So we did actually reach out to the advertising agency. We're like, hey, a listener told us about this this weird ad that was running or whatever, and they obviously corrected it. And thank you to the listener, Andrew. Thank you for keeping a heads up there. And the ad agency that we work with in the auto ads, because this is automatically generated, this is obviously a beta phase. So just a shout out, putting it out there to the listeners. If you hear anything that you might be like, oh, that's kind of weird, just let us know, because we're working hand in hand with the ad agency to kind of whittle stuff down.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
We obviously don't want to offend anybody.
The real world is out there.
Yeah,
this is where monsters live.
Exactly.
That's what you come for. That's what we're all about. We're not about any of the other BS.
Exactly. So just, keep an eye on that. And obviously, thank you to the people that do sponsor the show. We do appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you.
But occasionally some weird fucking financial ads might seep in that are dog shit that, we obviously don't,
Got to put a kibosh on.
We do. So thank you there. Also, too, I had a couple of users this week alert me to some bootlegs that are floating around out there. Obviously, everybody hears me at the end of the show. Yeah. So hellerspace.com or Cryptonautmerch.com. Those are the only two places that sell
legit
the legit merch. I'm sure no one's going to Amazon and buying anything.
Except for you. You're the only one I know that collects our bootleg swag.
Yeah, dude, and there's a quilt set that they put back up.
Oh.
It's a quilt set for like $80.
Oh, so comfy. Why aren't we doing this?
I kind of want... it's too much money. It's way too much money. I kind of
no
want...
one has to buy it that doesn't want to. But I might want to.
I kind of want to get the quilt set.
Yeah.
But it's like $80.
And the printing's going to be shit show.
Oh, dude, anything you get bootleg is going to be garbage printing.
Yeah.
Garbage. So, as always, hellerspace.com or, Cryptonautmerch.com. Check it out there. And actually, a listener did send me a picture. I can't remember their name, but it was somebody, they bought like a sticker pack on Amazon.
Ah.
And somebody, they ripped off the Alaskan Octocat sticker and put it in the pack of these like other stickers. So the listeners sent me a picture of the sticker next to a chapstick, and the chapstick like was the same size like the sticker, so it was like a Winks. It was a little tiny thing.
Yeah,
it was pretty fun.
Phenomenal.
So yeah, it sucks. We know that people steal our shit like that. There's unfortunately nothing we can really do about it because once you tap one down, 15 other ones pop up. But
it's true.
Y'all know the deal. Just check it out. Hellerspace.com or cryptonautmerch.com. Get all your official merch there. And speaking of official, we're going to officially thank some people for Patreon.
Oh, I'm so excited about this.
For the support.
They deserve it.
Yeah.
Needless to say.
I totally had to stretch to get that.
No, you know what? That was actually one of your less arduous segues.
Really?
No, I felt like that was like you reached your arm across the gap and pulled me over as opposed to me dangling near death on a cliff.
Okay.
So thank you.
Cool. All right, Robert, let's get started with the good folks who support us over at patreon.com/Cryptonaut Podcast.
Beginning with David Davidson.
Hell yeah, Mr. Davidson. Thank you so much for your support.
Jack Slaughterguts.
Oh, Slaughterguts.
That was all caps. That's awesome. I hope it's your real name. It is your real name as far as I'm concerned. Dooner.
Dooner.
You got to say it like that.
Yeah, Dooner.
Dooner. Fucking Point Break Extra. Dooner.
Bodie.
GeoCities. Where the where good aesthetics go to die, but still a lot of fun.
I miss GeoCities and their bullshit web builder.
Oh God, yeah, I know. It was such a clusterfuck. It was literally like a 7th grade emo kid's fucking collage. And I know that because emo didn't exist when I was a kid, but I was the sad collage maker when I was young. And it really was a hodgepodge shit show. At least that's what I remember of it, of like fan-based weirdness and photos and whatever.
The actual back end of GeoCities, or like the actual web, like the web builder, that's where I learned to do like HTML, like very rudimentary HTML. So I actually owe GeoCities quite a bit for getting me, like starting me off coding.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Am I confusing it with Angelfire, or were they about the same thing?
They were all the same thing. They were like, get your free website at Angelfire or at GeoCities, but they were all the same. Like, now it's like WordPress or Squarespace or like Wix.
Yeah, they make it easy peasy.
Yeah, but back in the day, it was like these really rudimentary things. But thank you, GeoCities, for your support. We appreciate it.
And I hope you're the actual AI entity of what GeoCities used to be, and
what
not
is
a person.
Did I say Geospace?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I got it with Squarespace. Yeah, that's my new shit. Copyright Mark Stores. Geospace.
There it is.
Fucking space. Geography.
Stevie Skeen.
Thank you, Stevie.
Josh McBride.
Hell yeah, Josh.
Brian Ham.
What up, Brian?
Jennifer Brown.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Micah.
What up, Micah?
Goddamn time. About goddamn time.
Thank you.
I'm dyslexic. Patricia V or Vi. Not the 4th or the 5th or the 6th, as might have been indicated earlier by a dear friend of mine, because this isn't a Roman numeral, it's just a VI.
I don't know Roman numerals, okay?
I loved how you said
I'm not a Roman dude.
I usually don't like to blow you in, but when you saw Vi, you said the 5th, and I said no, and you said, oh yeah, you're right, because the I would be before the V if it was 5, and I'm like, that would be 4, dude. It is 6 now. But either way, it's not a Roman numeral. So we're going to practice our copyright dates on 1980s movies later.
Yeah. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate you for putting me on the spot and making me accountable.
Yeah.
For my lack of understanding of Roman numerals.
Who needs to understand them? I think I only memorized them when I was a kid because I always wanted to know what year a fucking movie came
I don't have a compass, bro.
Hey, I'm your compass. Let me be your compass. I'll let Celine Dion start swelling up in the background. I'm your compass now, bitch.
Near, far. There you go. There's my Celine Dion. It's awful.
Miriam Nasir.
Thank you, Miriam.
Nicholas Rogers.
Nicholas, thank you so much.
Rounding it out with, and not least, just happens to be last, Alex Middleton.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you to everyone over there for support on the Patreon at patreon.com/Cryptonaut Podcast. You all know the deal. You get your bonus audios. We get the Discord things happening. So, if you're interested, and we have like over 130 some odd episodes, a whole back catalog, just feel free to jump in there. And it's cool, actually. I get messages from people all the time. They're like, oh, hey, I checked your Patreon out, and holy crap, there's a whole other pod over there. I'm like, yeah, it's all extra stuff. So check that out over there. And thank you to everyone that supports us this week, Robert. Oh, this is episode 269.
Oh,
269 episodes.
It really doesn't seem possible.
It doesn't.
Yeah, no, the 12-year-old in me wants to jump on the 69.
I know.
But the adult in me, who's currently on steroids, wants to fucking be like, hard to believe, as gentle friends, we have made it through 269 plus 130 Patreon, which is damn near 400 pods.
Something, I don't know, a
like
number.
390 something?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Well, hot diggity damn.
That's a lot of pods about monsters and other weird shit. Robert, this week we are talking about the Georgia invasion, 1973.
Glorious year.
Oh, let's get started with, in the autumn of 1973, a group of unrelated individuals would endure an increasingly strange series of encounters with bizarre beings and aerial anomalies that seemed almost as if they were just the tip of a full-scale alien invasion.
Indubitably.
My pauses were super weird.
Oh, no. Well,
it's okay.
But it was still dramatic.
It wasn't trying to, a tip. Full.
Yeah, there's a fine line between suspense and Shatner, and I think you treaded that a little unevenly.
Did I shat it up?
Yeah, but that's okay.
All right.
I'm a fan. Actually, I love the shit he's doing now on Unexplained.
Shit it up,
like,
dude.
He fucking is so dramatic, and it works flawlessly. He's 90 whatever. He's been to space. I don't give a fuck. You can't fault the fellow.
Dude, there you go. All right, man.
And I will say, just for the record, when you're dealing with an alien invasion, you just want the tip.
Yeah, you do.
You don't need full-scale penetration.
No, you don't. No, just give me a give me a glimpse.
We'll see. Oh, don't like
then
that.
I go, oh shit,
not interested in that.
Yeah, not good. All right. Well, here we go.
1973. Thanks to a seminal report by QFOS investigator David Webb, that's the Center for UFO Studies, will be forever known in ufological circles as the year of the humanoids. And to be sure, 1973 was a banner era for humans to have often eerie interactions with otherworldly entities, both biological and decidedly mechanical, such as Alabama's Falkville Metal Man, England's Sam the Sandown Ghost Clown, crowd favorite.
Oh, what up?
Love that thing. And another one of my favorites, or France's lumbering robotic dragon yaw entities with their unlikely, though hopefully soon to be legendary mascot, a pair of glowing, running, self-ambulatory red pants.
Oh, I love those red pants.
Red pants for life. That's my only university mascot right now.
So awesome.
But in the midst of this seemingly psychedelic melee was a concentration of encounters that took place within the United States. A series of surreal incidents which we refer to as the Georgia Invasion 1973. What many consider to be far and away the most momentous Georgia-based report of 1973 was of an ostensibly extraterrestrial event that actually took place in October of 1969 at a Lions Club meeting in Leary, Georgia. The sighting of this round, color-shifting object was impressive in and of itself, though, to be honest, no more so than hundreds of other observations of similar orbs. But what made this case so significant wasn't the object itself, but the eyewitness. Future United States President Jimmy Carter, who made history by being the first man to reach such a rank after reporting a UFO.
See, kids, you too can be president after you see a UFO.
That's true.
Or not.
And so was Reagan.
I mean,
he didn't come public.
Reagan.
I think he saw one before he became president, and he certainly saw one on a plane as president.
Oh, okay.
And he told a reporter about it. So
All
I guess
right.
he did come clean about it, but he didn't come clean, because when he was asked follow-up questions, he was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, then you
Thought I
gotta
was
be
just
like,
talking to a buddy,
shit.
not talking to a reporter.
Son of a bitch. All right,
Let me get some Vitalis and shut the fuck up.
There you go. Let's do it.
The soon-to-be leader of the free world, we're talking about Carter again, along with about 12 additional observers, spied the moon-sized object hovering about 30 degrees above the horizon before moving toward the Earth, then vanishing into the distance, prompting Carter to say, with uncharacteristically coarse language, that it was the darndest thing I've ever seen.
Oh,
Shut your blue mouth, Carter.
You're darn rootin' tootin' over here. It was the cat's whippoorwill over here. I saw, yeah.
I always love the phrase cat's pajamas. I don't know why I don't use it daily. It's literally one of my favorite phrases.
There you go.
You, sir, are.
The cat's pajamas.
Yeah, you fucking knew it. He later told reporters he would never again ridicule anyone who claimed to have seen a UFO. This would turn out to be a pledge best kept, as many of the governor's former Georgia constituents were about to endure what was tantamount to an alien incursion right in their own backyards. On October 24th, 2010, an unnamed administrator of the UFORN, UFO Research Network, that's an acronym for it, forums, wrote this about this brief but fascinating flap. Quote, I've written extensively about the incredible wave of UFO sightings that inundated Georgia from late August through October of 1973. The sightings continually mutated, ending with the most spectacular encounters Georgia has ever seen, end quote. While the skies above the Peach State were filled with all manner of odd aerial objects, it would be the enigmatic entities that made landfall that would garner most of the interest from UFO investigators. One of the first reported encounters took place on October 18th, just outside of Danielsville, Georgia. Preacher and car dealer, what a fucking combo of careers.
I mean, actually, it could. I used to work in the auto industry. Like, I was not a car salesman. I just can't sell cars, but I worked with car salesmen. I could totally see.
Oh, I can see where those two brands would crawl. Like,
oh my God.
Yeah, the Venn diagram of that is almost a circle.
You're like, Jesus drives a Chrysler.
I wonder if he wore his fucking collar to fucking the lot.
Yeah, you're like, this guy is going to fuck me so hard financially, son of a bitch.
Oh, but the Lord approves.
Well, there you go.
All right. Preacher and car dealer Paul Brown was driving home on US 29, listening to the first game of the World Series between the New York Mets and the Oakland Athletics. Athletics won 2-1.
Nice.
For sports fans out there. When, without warning, his radio cut to static. Paul had little time to get miffed at the interruption, as seconds later a brilliant light erupted from above his car. Paul described the scene, quote, "Everything lit up. I could see the road and the fields lighted up all around me. My impression was that it was a small airplane trying to land," end quote. Paul watched as what he assumed was a traditional aircraft kept pace with his vehicle when suddenly it veered in front of him, landing on the asphalt and forcing him to slam on his brakes. Quote, "I realized if I don't stop, I'm going to hit it, so I came to a screeching halt," end quote. Fearing what he inevitably thought would be the imminent sound of metal crushing against metal, Paul was relieved when his car skidded to a stop without incident. But his relief would be short-lived. When he glanced out of his window, the preacher saw what he described as an illuminated, silvery, ovoid craft approximately 6 feet high and 15 feet long in the road in front of him. But before he could get a better look at the thing, he was blinded by an intense beam of light. Although afraid of the sight before him, Paul mustered up the courage to open the car door. Quote, "I don't know why I did it, but I opened the car door and managed, frightened as I was, to get 1 foot on the ground," end quote. It was then that he would encounter something that would forever etch itself onto his memory. Abruptly, 2 small beings appeared. This is going to be his very thorough description. Quote, "Where they came from, I don't know. I couldn't see a flap, a drop door, or anything. When I finally got my vision clear, I could see a clearance underneath." He talking about the UFO now.
Okay.
So it was not belly landed. It had to have some kind of landing gear, or it was floating. And a human being, especially from this era, would assume that it's landing gear.
Right.
Who knows, though? And they came out. And they had on the most beautiful outfits I've ever seen. Silver, blousy, come down to where your wrists are. And then they had what appeared to be white gloves, very tight around the neck, like something a priest would wear, down to the feet like a jumpsuit. Okay, so I know it's kind of a jumpy description, but I'm a blousy, silvery outfit that connects to like white gloves and has a tight clerical collar, I'm assuming.
It was ABBA, basically?
It was definitely ABBA.
I mean, it's
all 100% disco era Sweden.
All I can think of is just ABBA. And just fucking...
That's a beautiful thought right there.
Cool.
That just made me happy.
Nice.
He continues, "It looked like if you pulled a gun and shot it, it would glance off. Yet it moved." He's talking about the fabric now. So this fabric looked both bulletproof and yet blousy and silvery,
it's
almost diaphanous.
All right, it's ready to dance.
So it's fashionable, yeah, for the dance floor and the gun range.
All right, there you go.
And war-torn fucking wherever.
All right, man.
Perfect.
All I can hear in my head is Waterloo. Well, there you go.
Oh my gosh. Okay. They could move. Okay. Yet it looked like it was heavy because of the way they walked very slow. So these creatures could move, but the outfit was apparently heavy in his estimation. "I estimated them to be 4 to 5 feet tall." He continued, "They just started walking around the road toward me, very slow. I could see a face, place where the eyes would be, ears." Thank you for the description of face. "The faces were reddish. Hair was almost like cotton, no discoloration, which leads me to believe maybe it was a mask of some kind. I never got close enough to really say. Closest I ever got was 150 to 200 feet away. He hastily added, which is not too far away when you're by yourself. That's fair, but it is too far away when you're backlit to make an extremely accurate.
Right.
Like I can see the silvery suit, reflecting, and it moves, and you can see that. I can see that you can see the faces are reddish, that it looks like a tight white, like 70s Ronald McDonald perm, but with white hair, cotton ball hair.
It's funny. It sounds like an Oompa Loompa.
Even
the outfit, even the outfit,
like the way it fits the outfit, even though it wasn't. I mean, it was silvery in that one scene with Mike TV.
Yes, yeah, and they have that like reddish face.
Yeah,
or is it like
it's orangey?
Because
in the movie, it's more orangey, but it's ruddy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a really interesting pull.
Oh, dude, fucking the documentary
and
Willy Wonka.
73, I'm pretty sure is the year Willy Wonka came out. Man, do a quick Google search while I continue to read what year when it came out, because now we're in October 18th, 1973.
With me and you'll be. I'm just going to sing until I can.
In a world of pure imagination.
Okay, let's see. Willy Wonka, 71.
71. So first off, I don't know when Willy Wonka came out. Secondly, Oompa Loompas are definitely on the table.
June 30th, 1971.
Damn,
dude,
it's early.
There you go. Dude, classic case right here. Classic case. You know what of? Tulpa. Continue.
Oh my God, that seems like an odd jump.
Everybody was
That
all
is not
stoked.
the most skeptical jump. That's the most. You definitely didn't Occam's razor that motherfucker.
No,
you really made it a bridge too far, I think.
No.
All right, Tulpa. Oompa Loompa
Thank you.
Tulpa.
My opinion matters.
It does. Of course it does.
You
I'm
know
here
what?
to validate.
We both count.
Oh my God.
There you go.
And group therapy with monsters continues. Everything matters.
All right, Tulpa me into a corner, Bobby.
Oh God, you made me lose my spot. Okay, white gloves, jumpsuits, bulletproof, but not.
Yep.
It was at this point that the car-haggling preacher felt the familiar bulk of his pistol, which he carried for protection from decidedly more terrestrial threats, at his side. He instinctively removed the weapon from its holster and leveled it at the diminutive, red-faced roadblockers.
Wow, he fucking went all in. He wasn't even like, hey guys,
what's up?
No, he's just like drawn. He's like drawn a beat on him. All right, well,
I gotta get home.
Yeah.
That's all that's saying.
Get your goddamn little red asses out the goddamn road.
This is Georgia, 1973, and a man has to get home.
Dude, fucking Jesus is on his side and the Chrysler's running hot, baby.
Oh, boy.
There we go.
God, those are lyrics if I've ever heard them. Okay.
All right.
Here reports differ somewhat, as some indicate he merely pointed the gun at them, while others insist he fired off a couple of rounds either at the creatures or in the air to frighten them off. Whatever the case may be, the odd entities, evidently understanding a threatening gesture when they saw it, retreated back towards their vessel. Quote, they turn around, walk very slowly back behind the shadow to the bright light. All of a sudden, they disappear behind the light, and I try to see where they go, if they go in a hatch or what, but I couldn't.
So they just jauntily walked. They're like, yeah, whatever. We're just going to turn around and walk.
Exactly. The slowness of their departure leads one to ask, was the aliens' apparent lack of alacrity due to the fact that they had no real fear of Paul's revolver? Or was that the fastest they were able to maneuver in Earth's gravity? Who the fuck knows?
They're just really slow. They're like God damn it.
Like, on one hand, they could be like, this fuck, we're wearing bulletproof blouses. Eat it.
Right.
But fucking, on the other hand, they could be like, fucking get out of here. Like, just they're Usain bolting their way to this fucking ship, but it's like Earth gravity. And they got Oompa Loompa fucking, bodies that are used to working on a whole other fucking gravitational scheme.
God damn it, Anthony. Why are we so slow? I don't know.
Anthony. My favorite alien name ever. As soon as the cotton-headed critters disappeared, the lights on the blinding oval were extinguished, and the UFO, quote, took off at an angle and made a sound I would describe as like a million fans or golf balls coming past my ear. Very specific.
Yeah.
I guess it's a loud whoosh. I mean, a million fans is loud.
I get the million fans. Although I've had a ball go flying past my head pretty quick, and you're like, whoa.
It's a startling sound.
It is. So I get it.
Big wind.
All right, but yeah, big wind. There you go. Let's bring it down to normality here. Big wind.
Big wind.
There you go.
Paul insisted that the experience almost stood my hair on end and immediately reported the incident to the nearest authorities. The following day, deputies scoured the scene and were able to find the preacher's skid marks on the blacktop. Let's be very specific there. That was written sort of pregnantly.
I don't care.
I don't know how thorough the deputies investigated.
Skid marks are never not fucking funny.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't care. Everyone's, oh, you guys are immature. Yeah, I am, because I'm laughing at the preacher's skid marks.
We're enjoying life, okay?
Yeah, were they in the shape of,
mature.
in the shape of a crucifix? I don't know. We'll see.
Hey.
There you go.
And noted that the grass beside the area of US 29 looked flattened and quote-unquote fan-swept. As if a million fans. I added that part. But
or golf balls.
I've never heard the phrase fan-swept before, but
no,
I'm assuming flattened, almost crop circly.
As if
I don't
a
really
fan
know.
was placed down and kind of swirled.
That's what I'm assuming.
Okay. Big wind.
Yeah, big wind.
Big wind.
Big-winded.
There you go.
But the fun wasn't quite over yet.
Okay.
Later that same night, about 190 miles southeast of Danielsville, near the coast of Effingham County.
Effingham.
One of our
love it.
favorite words ever.
Effingham.
An unnamed woman claimed to have seen a pair of small silver-clad humanoid beings standing beside US 17, leading some to wonder if the same creatures that had forced Paul Brown to a stop had made another pit stop in the same state. It's brief. This lady did not pause to fucking interact. She was just like, see ya.
Fuck you,
That was
Oompa
that.
Loompas.
I don't need this shit in my life.
All
Nobody
right.
does.
There you go.
It must be, again, noted here that Georgians weren't the only folks to be tormented by crazy creatures in the U.S., as during the same time frame, people were encountering odd objects and entities in as far-flung places as Europa, Missouri, Chatham, Virginia, and far beyond. But for our purposes here, we are going to continue to monitor only Georgia-specific events. So again, we're going to be referring to, I'm sure when we talk about this, David Webb's excellent Year of the Humanoids report, 1973. We're going to be talking about other things, but this was like a global and particularly the United States in a lot of ways centered event. This just happens to be one unique pocket of it that was affecting Georgia during a very short span of time.
All right, cool.
Less than a week later, at about 3:30 p.m. on October 19th, an unidentified woman was driving on I-75 near Ashburn, Georgia, when suddenly her engine, power steering, and brakes all simultaneously shut down, forcing her to use all of her strength to corral the car to the side of the road. So far, this is a typical, if unnerving, component to many a UFO encounter. But in this case, there were no flying saucers in the blue Georgia sky. But what she would see next would scar her psyche nonetheless. The woman claimed that she had a strange feeling, and when she glanced to the right, she saw what she described as a 4-foot-tall metal man approaching her car who, quote, appeared to be wearing a metallic pewter-like outfit capped with a bubble or dome made of the same material. There were 2 openings for the eyes. The slits were rectangular. So I've got images. I don't know if I remember to send them to you, but I'll definitely send them to you. I've got an image of this one and another one that's coming up.
Oh, cool.
That we can use. Think of like a goldfish bowl sitting atop a pair of shoulders.
Right.
That's just like shiny metal with 2 rectangular eye slits dead in the center,
that's
approximately
awesome
where eyes would be.
Dude, aliens, I swear to God, back in the day, aliens used to be so much fucking cooler.
So boss.
So there's no, I know the whole gray thing, but like even the Mantis people and the reptilians are kind of boring, but like, God, this thing sounds fucking cool, dude.
It's not even over yet.
Okay. All right. I'm ready.
But I completely agree with your assertion.
All right, man. My body is ready. I'm prepared.
Her horror, the diminutive metal being whose head moved in a jerky mechanical motion and whose arms from the elbows down were extremely narrow and deeply wrinkled, resembling chicken's legs.
Oh,
I don't know why, but
that's awful.
Slowly walked around her car almost like a predator encircling its prey for the better part of 6 minutes, which must have felt like 6 fucking hours, before moving away as mysteriously as it had arrived. 1 second it was there, the next it was gone. Big old round shiny metal head,
man.
fucking metal pewter outfit, elbows suddenly turn into like fucking thin dowel rods that are all wrinkly and chickened up, and I don't know if she ever saw its hands, but I'm assuming they're talons.
Yeah, they gotta be.
I mean, what else could it be?
Fucking all right, dude.
The woman, too terrified to move, was in the same place when a state trooper arrived sometime later. She related her frankly unbelievable story, but to her shock, the officer did not dismiss her account out of hand and informed the eyewitness that he had heard a similar story from several other drivers that day.
Oh, dude, this thing is just hanging out on the side of the road?
Chicken arm son of a bitch.
Oh, man. dude, if you're a state trooper, dude, you got to get the boys.
Yeah.
You got to corral them up.
This is the early 70s.
Yeah.
This is, before
This is
the public gets
early,
wind.
Yeah, dude, you got to.
Because there's going to be an impromptu posse of locals armed to the teats.
Oh, or you got to start the posse.
Oh.
Yeah, but this
you got to deputize the town.
Yeah, oh yes, but this is beyond us, boys and girls and folks. We're gonna get our asses out there and we're gonna kill us some goddamn chicken arm
You're 18
bullshit.
to 63. Get down to the town square.
We got
You're
rifles.
deputized.
We got rifles for you.
Pitchforks.
Have a hat, son. Have a hat.
Billy, you be the torchbearer.
There you go. Start the fucking. We're gonna find these goddamn aliens with their weird chicken arms that fucking gross me the fuck out.
Oh, I don't know why. Didn't you get grubbed out
It
the
is kind
second?
of gross because it goes from being it's like mechanical with like some kind of weird organic shit built into it.
Yeah. Or it's
like
a
a
suit
real-
covering a weirdly organic body.
It's like a real shitty Darth Vader. Yeah, dude.
Shit Vader.
Shit. They're rarely talked about. Often seen shit Vader. Nice. All right, where are we at now, buddy?
Eventually, mechanics had to be called in, as for over 3 hours the woman's engine remained too hot to touch.
Oh.
But the engine would not be the only thing burned that fateful night. Foreshadowing.
Oh man, there's gonna be fire.
There's not going to be fire specific.
Oh, come on.
Weird energy.
All right, fine.
Is that okay? Will that do in a pinch?
Yes, weird hulp of energy.
No, we're still not there yet. All right, hold on to it.
Okay.
Just tether your tulpa, okay? Put it by your side.
I find it's over here.
Fucking train it.
I'm putting the tulpa in the corner. All right.
Okay. Approximately 5 hours later, and about 170 miles northwest of Effingham County, and about 50 miles south of Danielsville. Again, if these directions are as confusing to you as me, it's okay.
I got no
It's
idea.
all in this like triangular clusterfuck.
It's in Georgia. We're
Yeah.
good.
Another woman, this one driving through Morgan County, Georgia, swore that she was being followed by what looked like a pair of fluorescent beams of light that kept oscillating in color and shape above her car. Terrified beyond words, the anonymous woman pulled into the first driveway she came to and burst into a house without knocking.
Oh, Jesus.
The startled strangers were likely resentful of this intrusion, but when they accompanied their panicked and uninvited guest outside, they too saw the object of her fear floating above them.
Oh.
At this point, I'm not sure if the primary witness remained at the stranger's house for the night or if she managed to muster up the courage to continue her journey. But what is known is that the following morning, her face was inexplicably burned, a condition that endured at least a week. But, if possible, things were about to get even weirder. So that's our only non-humanoid contact. It doesn't
Okay.
mean it's not organic.
All right.
I mean, who knows? Like glowing sky space snakes, atmospheric monsters,
Yeah.
a ship that can, change shape willy-nilly, which is
And-
not unheard of in, ufology.
I mean, it doesn't sound like the light was like beating down on her, but it was enough to actually like burn her skin.
What we don't know too is if it was like,
Which makes
30
me-
feet long and
Right.
100 feet above, or if it was like 6 feet long and 5 feet above her car. We don't know.
Almost like a UV burn. Sort
Yeah.
of. Yeah. All right.
I'm assuming it's like a sunburn because they
Yeah.
didn't specify anything else. And something that doesn't show up immediately, but you definitely know happened the next day, tends to be
like
sunburn
UV.
light.
Yeah.
Yeah, UV like. So who the fuck knows?
All right.
And again, it's hard to get things like I couldn't find in the Ashburn, round-headed robot man story the name of the cop or any of the other eyewitnesses or the name of the primary eyewitness. So, I mean, obviously they were protecting the anonymity and the
Right.
privacy of eyewitnesses as should be done.
Totally.
I'm assuming somewhere in some private files of some of these investigators that the actual names are there, and maybe someday discrete investigations can be made, though I'd imagine we've probably lost, I mean, it's been well nigh half a century, a lot of the eyewitnesses by this point. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. It is just what it is. We're dealing with what the information we have. So moving on to what will be our last account, and it's just fucking weird. Just probably the weirdest one we're going to deal with yet.
All right.
The next day, a University of Georgia student with the totally fucking excellent name of Mars Walker.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, why can my
I
mom be
know.
cool and name me that? I mean, she's
damn.
cool, but fucking she could have been cooler.
Fucking Mars Walker rules.
Claimed to have seen what might be the strangest being of the bunch when on October 20th, as he was studying in his Athens apartment, which is located approximately midway between Danielsville and Morgan County, again, do the mapping yourself.
Yep.
He heard an awful, high-pitched, siren-like sound emanate from outside. It was not REM tuning up. Could have been Athens, Georgia, Dick. That's a little.
What is? Oh, what is REM? Is REM from Athens, Georgia?
I thought they were.
I have no idea.
Well, let's assume I'm right. Otherwise, that is a wasted reference.
Dude, or all the REM fans out there would be so fucking mad. If you were like, yeah, the Misfits, they're from fucking Texas, I'd be like, go fuck yourself. They're not. They're from Lodi, New Jersey.
Wow.
Because when you, dude, I identify as a Misfits fan. REM fans identify as REM fans. REM heads, if you look at the Fiend Club, they got the fucking REM head club.
All right, well, I keep reading, confirm if I'm an asshole or not.
For REM?
Yes.
God damn
It'll take you 2 seconds.
All right.
Listen, he heard an awful high-pitched siren-like sound emanate from outside. You can follow the story in Google.
All right, band, REM band. Okay. All right, I have it for you real quick. They're from, oh, shit. All right, never mind. Continue.
Jesus Christ. As if this weren't already terrifying enough, in the next moment, Mars was bathed in an eerie aquamarine glow like a watch dial.
You are correct, Athens, Georgia, but they formed in 1980.
Okay. What did I say?
I don't know.
I don't think I said a year.
No, I'm just saying that this is 70 the years of the humanoids.
Yeah, but they still could go back and practice in Athens in 73.
Just a young Michael.
Time slip.
A young Michael Stipe with flowing hair.
Oh, it's a young Michael Stipe with something on his head.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so we got that out of the way.
Yep.
So now I'm getting back. All right. So in case you didn't catch it, because I know you were reading, Mars Walker was bathed in an eerie aquamarine glow like a watch dial.
Okay.
That was coming through his window.
Cool.
It's hard to know what Mars was imagining in those few brief moments. Was it an air raid siren blasting? Did that unnatural glow mean that some jackass had finally pushed the button and the end was nigh?
Oh, that's so fucking unnerving.
I mean, if I heard a fucking siren and saw a flash of light through the window, I would definitely, especially
every
in
time
my youth, been nervous.
Every time I see helicopters, I'm like, oh, that's it. They're being aggressive. We're getting aggressive. We're showing aggressive.
Are the Canadians at the border?
Yeah.
What are we gonna do?
Oh, God damn it.
Or was he more pragmatic and just curious to see what was going on? Either way, the frightened student abandoned his work, ran for the front door, and flung it open, where he was immediately confronted by a sight he would never forget. Floating before him, approximately 150 feet away, was a purplish orbicular object that he estimated to be anywhere from 10 to perhaps 17 feet in diameter. All the while, the horrible piercing sound seemed to grow even louder as Mars watched the object slowly land. It would be then that this young academic would come face to face with the unthinkable.
Michael Stipe and REM.
Yes.
Okay.
According to his report, Mars could only stare in astonishment as a, quote, human-like being standing erect, end quote, began to take form within the screeching orb.
Oh, God.
At first, the undulating apparition resembled a, quote, green opaque hologram. End quote. The humanoid's head was covered in tentacle-like protrusions that widened into trumpet-like apertures, and Mars noted that its hands, which it was using to manipulate and take readings with, odd apparatuses that hung from its belt, came equipped with just 3 or 4 fingers.
Oh.
Glowing green tentacle head with fucking trumpet-like wide openings. With a fucking tactical fucking bat belt. This utility is shit.
Fucking hell or space, dude. Right here.
No, literally, yes.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
But as awe-inspiring as the sight before him undoubtedly was, what struck Mars as being the most bizarre aspect of the event was how utterly uninterested this alien seemed to be in his fellow intelligent entity. Quote, "The odd thing to me is how little attention it paid me. No interest in communicating with me or threatening me or any other activity besides observing," end quote. Which is either a tribute to the narcissism of humanity, like, what the fuck, I'm here.
Right.
I'm here. Pay attention to me. Or just somebody who's astounded that this guy would rather like scan a tree, some fruit, grab a rock, whatever the fuck aliens do. It's like, dude, we know about you. We studied tons of you. You hairless like fucking ape. You don't matter. This shit could be significant.
Yeah, I mean, if we see a squirrel now, like, oh shit, it's a fucking squirrel. We're just like,
that's true.
There's a squirrel. Like, whatever.
Like, if you see a beautiful tree with a squirrel in it, you're looking at that fucking tree. Yeah. Because you've seen a fucking squirrel.
And the squirrel's like, it doesn't even care about me. My God, those fucking humans. Yeah, son of a bitch.
Like a really sensitive fucking squirrel.
A real fucking super touchy squirrel. That's just like, why don't you care about me? You're like, I can't do this with every goddamn wild creature I come across.
That is definitely a flawless analogy. I love it. So, Mars, wherever you're at, buddy. He was treated to a box seat view of the peculiar entity's action for the better part of a half fucking hour. Something that, by the way, never seems to happen in the era of 4K smartphones.
No, never.
Ever.
Never.
No,
never.
You don't even get 5 minutes of like good glowing green fucking tentacle-headed alien bullshit.
No, you just get some weird humanoid flying and you're like, what the fuck is that? And then it's gone.
And anyone who does shoot fucking footage of a monster or an alien or whatever is apparently stealing my fucking cool pad in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And using like the lowest possible quality resolution ever conceived. Sorry, cool pad. You done me right, buddy.
Apologize to the cool pad.
Yeah.
All right, man. Whatever. It's cool.
All right.
It's cool.
So watch this fucker for a half hour before the creature unceremoniously re-entered the rounded object and dematerialized in front of the observer's eyes.
Oh, so it didn't even like take off, just kind of dematerialized.
Back in the thing. It will take off.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Within seconds, the wailing vessel was out of sight. But one has to wonder how many other eyewitnesses there must have been to this noisy encounter. With a population of around 44,000 souls, circa the mid to early 70s,
right?
It would seem that Mars Walker could not have been the only one to see the glowing green tentacle-headed fiend and its screeching purple craft in Athens, Georgia that day. Or maybe it wasn't a visitation by an extraterrestrial, but an interdimensional slip made by a misunderstanding man who, for a harrowing half hour, was on another world much like our own and in the presence of an intelligence perhaps greater than we can imagine.
A little interdimensional Uncle Rob.
Well, the only reason I throw that in there, besides the fact that I love the layered reality, or membrane reality, whatever you want to call it. Layered seems more horizontal. Membrane seem more vertical to me. I don't know why. It doesn't fucking matter. I don't know how it works.
It works.
But I believe it's there.
I'm there.
That, a ton of fucking people would be aware of a screaming, siren-y, 10 to 17 foot glowing orb, even if they didn't all get to see that dude.
Yeah, no,
and it's an apartment complex.
It's loud.
Or I don't know if it's a complex.
Around you.
It could be just in a neighborhood. I doubt it's an apartment in a pasture in a field in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Right.
I know Athens is pretty populous, and he's the only one at home at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking you have to come up with alternate reasons. Besides the fact that some people wouldn't want to report it, but there'd be some people that would definitely come forward.
Somebody else would definitely notice this thing.
And in terms of this thing being more intelligent or not, who the fuck knows? I mean, it could have been some weird organic automaton that's just designed to like pick fruit, study bark, and it doesn't have the capacity
and not
for
pay attention to us needy humans.
Yeah, it just is doing what it's fucking programmed to do.
Yeah.
But I like to get lofty. If you got some tentacles on your head, you're just sucking with those big open tubes, sucking information by osmosis. All right, let's wrap this up.
All right.
Whatever the answers may be, these encounters and many other local UFO sightings, because don't forget, we're just dealing with humanoid shit mostly here and fluorescent tubes of some sort. There's scads of UFO sightings in the Georgia area during this time frame, from August to October especially. These UFO sightings remain some of the most intriguing in ufology, and the question remains, what was going on in 1973 that made our world so appealing to visitors from other realms, and why did so many choose to land in Georgia during such a short span of time? Was it a bizarre game of interdimensional cat and mouse between rival species, some sort of intergalactic scavenger hunt, or was something more profound going on? Was a window somehow opened on our world, one that would have ordinarily remained locked, allowing myriad intelligences access to us and our resources for just a short period of time? The mind boggles at the implications, but for the 5 individuals who managed to make contact, their lives were profoundly changed by their experiences, and we can only hope it was for the better.
Oh, shit. There is Georgia Invasion 1973. Such a really cool year, though. Actually, at one point, you and I went through almost a goddamn entire document with our buddy Rob Christopherson.
Yeah, we had like a 2-hour plus pod that was recorded.
3 hours.
Yeah.
Check him out over there, Our Strange
Skies. Yeah.
He
fantastic
just had Cole Harold on, actually.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, which is super dope.
It is super dope.
And Rob has a bunch of really awesome episodes going on over there. His show is back out there doing his jam.
Oh, yeah.
It's so cool.
If you're a fan
and
you missed it when it had a brief hiatus, immediately pick it back
100%.
up. 100%. It's fantastic.
Going through this entire thing with Rob, unfortunately, the episode not Rob Christopherson, our Rob, Uncle Rob, Uncle Bobby.
Beefy-ass, ancient, archaic Rob.
His computer shat yon bed.
Yeah, it did.
And couldn't upload the file. But regardless, we got to go through it with Rob, and it was super cool. And
it was fun.
It really is kind of a weird little space and time where, kind of like you allude to here in your research here about, it's like a fucking window pops open and all of a sudden there's a ton of fucking shit.
Absolutely.
This is just Georgia.
So many fucking things went down in 1973 that it's really hard to keep a track on it all. But I will say this from an outline, a tidbit that, speaking of Rob Christofferson, he sent me. David Webb, who wrote 1973, The Year of the Humanoids, an analysis of the fall 1973 UFO humanoid wave. So it's just focused on the autumn of that year.
Right.
And obviously he did it for the Center for UFO Studies. Webb recorded 70 reports of this type during the 5 months from August through December 1973. That's a fucking lot.
That's a ton.
That is a lot.
All right.
55 took place in the continental United States, 36 in October, and 7 on October 17th. With 2 more occurring on the night of October 16th, this represents the largest number of humanoid reports from a single country since the legendary French wave of 1954, which brings us back to the other biggest humanoid era, at least in the 20th century.
Jesus, so people were seeing that much weird shit in just in October alone?
Yeah, and it's amazing, and like just a couple of fucking days with
really? Wow.
36 in October.
It almost does kind of feel like maybe something kind of opened up. And I know interdimensional Mark, fucking the shaman or whatever, but like it seems kind of bizarre that all of a sudden there's a ton of shit happening in like all at
once.
1 month. Yeah.
And now, again, there's that part of me, the pop culture folklorist in me that's like, what was going on? Like, the Oompa Loompa catch was excellent on your part. It's not to say that these can't be weird mind parasite type things that are glomming on to things that are in the popular consciousness, just the minds of people, what's being broadcast on airwaves, what they're catching through radio signals. Who the fuck knows how they're monitoring us? And that they're sort of assimilating that into their appearance because they can appear any fucking way they want. I don't choose to believe that is exclusively the case, but I feel like I have to put it out there.
Okay.
In some cases, they look so much like popular images of monsters that it's almost that it's one of 2 things. It has to be a hoax, or 3 things. I guess I'll give you the benefit of the doubt by saying B, really, really fucked up misidentification interpreted through the eyes of some shit you saw.
Right.
Or these things are really trying to look like the creatures from like the Horror Party Beach or whatever. Which
is such a weird, like, I guess if you're an outside race of whatever more intelligently evolved things, and you're looking at a species like that, like us, like you'd think you'd be able to kind of suss out, like, they all kind of look this way.
Yeah.
They'll kind of have this.
Even though we have a lot of different things.
Probably shouldn't look like a gill man,
That's what you'd think.
Like,
but then
maybe not.
If you're catching like a late night broadcast of John Agar's like brain from planet Eros or whatever, you might think, oh, human beings interact with floating space brains all the fucking time. Because you don't know if maybe you're an alien intelligence, that this is not a documentary. You see black and white World War II footage, you see a black and white 50s fucking monster movie, Fiend Without a Face, and there's these brains with antennas scooching around, getting blasted and fucking attacking people, strangling them with spinal cords. Are fucking awesome. You don't know necessarily, if you're not from here, what is an authentic representation of what they're used to and what is not. And also what is like a loving hug and what is a deadly embrace.
Or if, from the actual like witness's perspective, if they're just using what they have to come up with an idea of what this thing looks like, whereas something like you obviously have never seen anything like this before.
Sure.
And you see it and you're just like, it kind of looks like this. And you kind of like might exaggerate it a little bit, or maybe like add your own elements to it.
Right.
But if you don't have context for it, like, nowadays, in 2022 here, we could see shit and we have a huge back catalog of pop culture shit to come off of.
That is
but back
absolutely
then, you
true.
don't really have, imagine like in the 50s, someone sees a fucking Cenobite. You're going to be like, oh, white dude with a bunch of fucking pins in his head, bleeding with a box and a fucking weird leather dress with a bunch of really fucked up looking friends.
No,
that look the same.
100% right.
So,
and you're right. We have access to it now via the internet,
I don't know
via
why I
TV.
Cenobite. I am all fucking.
Well, if you want to keep on this angle,
weird pull.
Well, yeah, but you never know what people will be seeing in 20, 30, 100 years.
Right. True.
The beginning of the original, The Day the Earth Stood Still, when the spaceman comes out, followed by Gort the robot, he's wearing a circular metal helmet with rectangular eye apertures and a silvery bodysuit.
Oh.
Now he's got normal arms from the elbow down.
Right.
But that's
interesting.
That's the early 50s.
Right.
It certainly was in pop culture consciousness. I'm sure it had been on television by the time the early 70s came by. So you have to, this doesn't go any way to explaining anything.
Right.
But images are out there that people might have fleetingly seen, or that other creatures might be using for whatever reason because they think it looks more natural than their appearance. Though that doesn't really apply to a tentacle-headed glowing green dude who clearly isn't trying to look like anything but whatever the fuck he is.
I mean, I guess it was the 70s, so you're right. They definitely did have a sci-fi. There is a reference for science fiction stuff like that.
Yeah, there's definitely books and TV at this point.
Right.
And the,
I always kind of like the
packages.
idea, though, that like maybe you interpret it as you have to.
Right.
Like to whatever you're comfortable with seeing is how you interpret it, which is that kind of plays into the whole like Jacques Vallée, that they're getting blasted into our mind from the 10th fucking, moon of Jupiter or whatever. And it's all like a weird psychic phenomenon where they're just kind of blasting into our brains from light years away. And we just kind of perceive them as we want to.
Which, by the way, I hate.
To.
I mean, I love and respect Jacques Vallée's work, but I can't have them all phantoms of the mind. I really want to think that a dude who's wearing a round silver helmet with like little square eyes or rectangular eyes and chicken arms was just checking out the Plymouth fucking Blaster or whatever the fuck cars were back then because he was interested, or whatever its agenda was.
Yeah.
And that there was a weird tentacle-headed glowing green fuck all just doing whatever in the yard.
It's not saying that it's not real. It's just saying that the way they communicate with us is like psychically.
Well, telepathic communication to me is not the same as blasting images into our head for whatever fucking reason that may be real and may not be real, but making us feel like they're real.
That is kind of some weird crossover where like dimensionally veil speaking, if you are like in a window area where it's like your consciousness is kind of stuck between two worlds. So you're perceiving something that is in fact there, but on your plane of existence, it might not be. So
which is something
kind of like
I guess
seeing through a window. We've talked about it plenty of times.
Plenty of times, and we toyed with it just talking about Mars Walker and the tentacle.
And also, too, I mean, we can't take off the table, obviously, hoax.
Yeah.
Which unfortunately does happen, or misidentified shit, which does also happen. So,
yes.
And that's always there, and there's always a ton of possibilities with that.
It's interesting too to me. And with that, we have to acknowledge, too, that most of these eyewitness sightings came when people were alone.
Yeah.
Mars Walker was alone.
Yep.
The woman that saw the Ashburn robot, for lack of a better name, she was alone. But there was the claim that an officer came and other people saw it.
You're right.
Paul Brown was alone. The woman in the car that was followed by the weird undulating fluorescent beams,
those people saw that.
There was allegedly additional eyewitnesses, so that's intriguing. And am I missing any right now? I'm trying to think. Oh, no. There was, the two silver guys standing at the side of US 17 later the same night as Paul Brown's sighting, again, in Effingham County by an unseen woman. But again, that's a single woman in a car. Interesting also that so many of these things took place on or near roads.
Yeah,
Americans were traveling a lot in the 70s. I mean, the car boom had exploded in the mid 20th century, and it was on.
And the first couple of dudes there just kind of were strictly hanging out on the road. Just like, hey, here we are. We're going to land. We're going to come out with our sweet ABBA suits and looking like little fucking Oompa Loompas and do our little thing.
Just love landing their asses on the side of the road, fucking not giving a shit what you're doing. They're doing their thing.
That is really super interesting, though, that it's such a short time period and all this shit just kind of pops up.
That's what makes the Georgia invasion so fascinating.
Oh, totally. Yeah, sure.
If all of this was spread, from like 1910 to 1980 and, whatever, it happened to take place in Georgia, it'd be like, all right, some anomalous shit happens everywhere.
Right. Yeah.
But how condensed it is in time frame and how evidently unrelated, like the silver orb-headed thing and the Oompa Loompas, as you call them, and the tentacle-headed glowing green guy, the fluorescent tubes.
It's all...
What the fuck?
Just totally not even connected.
They don't seem to be of the same piece, except for the fact that UFOs are associated with a few of them.
Yeah.
Two of them, I think, at least. Definitely the one, Paul Brown, the pastor car dealer car incident, and then the purplish object that landed in Athens, Georgia.
Yep.
Because they were 7 years early for the REM concert.
And Michael Stipe came out and played everyone a jam.
When you see the picture, it doesn't look anything like Michael Stipe, but if you squint really hard, you can be like, That might be Michael Maybe he landed in 73 and rocked our balls off from 1980 on.
Dude, as long as he didn't bring that weird angel thing from Losing My Religion where they put their finger in
was
the weird air hole that it had.
Yeah.
Oh, that freaked me out.
That
wasn't
their best era of music.
I'm
an REM fan, legit. But that's not the best.
It's just gross.
It was grubby. Yeah,
it was a great video.
Don't finger my wound.
Like, don't finger my wound. That's not going to be a T-shirt that we're going to have.
No, never, ever.
Oh, man. Well, there you have it. The Georgia Invasion, 1973. Thank you all so very much for joining us on the Cryptonaut podcast. Robert, the social medias, the Instas and the Twitters and the Facebooks were there. We're doing it. We're hanging out. We offered Patreon, which is at patreon.com/Cryptonaut podcast. $1 is the one bonus audio. $5 is the no more than 4, sometimes 5 bonus audios, depending on the month.
Yeah, occasionally we get frisky.
Occasionally we get a little nuts. So thank you to everyone that supports us over there. Merch is available at hellerspace.com or Cryptonautmerch.com. As you mentioned in the beginning of the show, yes, there are bootlegs floating around all over the internet, but if you happen to be on AliExpress and you're like, holy shit, there's a Sam the Sandown Ghost Clown shirt, it's not ours. So only 2 sites sell it. Or, if you're like me and you're on Amazon and you're like, oh shit, there's a quilt set that I want. I got to remind myself, Mark, don't buy bootleg shit. But then I go and buy it.
You're feeding the monster.
Because I really want the fucking quilt set. So, but.
I mean, everyone wants to be snuggly.
Yeah.
I love being
totally.
snuggly. I'm not going to lie. If it was a fleece blanket, I would already be supporting these thieves right now.
These goddamn art thieves. There you go. The fucking worst kind of thief, the art thief. So yeah, I think that's it. There's everything.
And it's everything we do. You never really came through with your tulpa though. I'm a little worried about that.
Oh yeah, no, it's okay. We're going to say that for a later day.
This is not our last visitation with 1973.
We'll have more. No, we'll definitely
we've got
more
tons more. I mean, I think this deserves a broader spectrum look. For sure. Obviously,
for sure,
it needs to be broken down to pieces because I don't think we could ever do a marathon again. You, me, and Rob literally went to the top of Everest.
Oh my God, yeah, totally.
Died there, were reborn, came home.
Yeah,
and then there's no photographs to prove we ever went there. Which sucks.
We aliened ourselves, the son of a bitch.
But there's a lot of fascinating cases that take place all over the world. And maybe we'll break it down to like alternate United States and maybe the rest of the world. I don't know how we're going to do it, but yeah, keep your eyes peeled. If you're interested, you can find the PDF for this wonderful David Webb's wonderful report. And it's really, really, for those of a 14 mind, fascinating.
Well, this will definitely be a topic that we're going to be coming back to because there is a ton of cases in the PDF that are awesome.
Just fucking awesome.
They're so much fun.
It never ends with the awesome.
No, my God, it's so dope. So there you have it. Thank you all so very much, and we'll be talking to you soon.
Keep watching my thighs. Yeah.
All right. I'm watching them. There they are.
It's not literal.
Well, I mean, I made eye contact.
Like celestial thighs.
All right, fine. Your thighs in the sky. There you go.
Hey,
perfect.
My thighs are down here, buddy. I sell.
Jeez, we'll be talking to you.